No, they talk about they went and they consult the Jamaican people. I want to ask you a question. Have you been consulted? Have you been consulted? Have you gone to any session where the government ask you of your opinion?
Bless up my people. Welcome back to the channel. It's a girl and Isabel Rose. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Thanks to the returning subscribers. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn the post notification bell on, put it on all so you won't miss an upload from me. On the road to 20k, help me to get there, my people. So my people, we're seeing Marlene come out and put out a statement. And from that statement, I see nobody else come out as it pertaining to them questioning his, dual citizenship and where his loyalty lies. Only for backtrack my people and see that Andrew Holness was even batting for the very same thing that Marlene is batting for now. And so we know say a whole heap of them in the parliament were dual citizen. Right? And up until November the 8th, 2011, Andrew Holness was batting for the very same thing. And if the constitution currently is against it, then it's not a big problem if they bat for it for this constitutional reform. And some people, we can't sit around and make them play up with the constitution. You understand? We want them to come and lay everything on the table so we get a great understanding of what is in this reform. And somehow my people want to go read up the old constitution, or I should say the current constitution is online. You know, Google the things them and read up for yourself. And so there's no time for distraction. None whatsoever.
This is Mark Golding, President of the People's National Party and Leader of the Opposition. I am a born Jamaican, and I have a Jamaican passport. I have never hidden the fact that my father, who came to Jamaica from the UK, had got me a British passport when I was a young child. From before first serving in government, I travel on my Jamaican passport when I go abroad. And like other Jamaicans, I apply for visas from countries such as the US and the UK in order to go there. I am an Banya. But the local government elections and the recent polls seem to be driving some to grasp at straws. So I go back to the issue of constitutional reform. Jamaica is in the Commonwealth, and our current constitution requires Commonwealth citizenship and at least 1 year's residence in Jamaica in order to be eligible to become a parliamentarian. And over the years, parliamentary candidates with Commonwealth passports have therefore legitimately participated in general elections to become MPs and have been appointed to sit in the Senate also. On the other hand, the current constitution prohibits non-Commonwealth citizens who have pledged foreign allegiance from being parliamentarians. The constitutional reform process should reconsider these rules and make them accord with the realities of the Jamaican experience. We owe it to our Jamaican family, here and abroad, to have a consistent and coherent set of rules to deal with this important matter.
It's time to free the Jamaican people from the deep sense of frustration and oppression that comes from a system that is not working for the majority of our people. Jamaica must not squander the chance of constitutional reform we are undertaking as a nation at this time. The Constitution is the overarching guide to the way the whole system operates. It is the rules that we have made for ourselves and the processes that govern our lives as a people. The Constitution is not a meal deal, it is a big deal. As a first step, we must reform the Constitution to complete the decolonization process. We need to decolonize Jamaica once and for all. We in the PNP have no interest in moving to a republic while retaining the King's Privy Council in London as Jamaica's final court. That does not make sense to any progressive person. Jamaicans need a final court where they don't need a visa to go there and where the costs of attending court are not way out of their reach. Time come for a Jamaican head of state and the Caribbean Court of Justice as our final court. Decolonization now. We, the People's National Party, will support both moving forward together. We have no interest in one without the other.
No, as a Jamaican, I have a problem with the Jamaica Labour Party spearheading the constitutional reform, because every single time JLP goes to constitutional court, they fail. And the Jamaican people need to understand that the JLP is incompetent in the constitutional matters of the country. That's a fact. We have seen the judgment of the Constitutional Court over and over. Now, the constitution that governs Jamaica has governed my parents, my grandparents, and their parents' parents. They want to come and change the constitution that will govern our future generations to come for many, many years. The way in which the Jamaica Labour Party is going about this constitutional reform, I do not support it. And that is just my personal view. Now, they talk about they went and they consult the Jamaican people. I want to ask you a question. Have you been consulted? Have you been consulted? Have you gone to any session where the government ask you of your opinion or facilitate that type of dialogue? Have you? Because I hear them say the youth voices was put in place. There is one youth and the CRC, but at the same time, as any of the youth organization in Jamaica, whether it be political, civil, community-based, any of them, were you called to the table? Were you called to the table? They talk about they went to the breadth and length of Jamaica. And I want to ask you, I have spoken to so many Jamaicans, and not one of them have seen the recommendations or the proposed change. Now, the changes that the Jamaica Labour Party are proposing are problematic. And I'll speak about two of them. The one in which they want to change is the life in which the government stays in office. They want to be able to dictate after the legal period that they could stay in office for a longer period of time. I don't agree with that. Period. When the constitutional time comes for a government to change, let the people of Jamaica decide whether or not they should stay in or not, whether it be PRJ. The other one is the selection of the president. No, the president, I believe, should be selected on a bipartisan approach. You cannot have the prime minister alone with his side selecting a president. That is going to politicize, or it has the potential of politicizing the role of the president of Jamaica. That should be a bipartisan approach. And as it relates to the as it relates to the CCJ, I think it is important that the Jamaican people have access to justice without having without having any barriers.
Talk to my people and tell me what you think of what this gentleman just spoke and said. Tell me what you think about everything that was outlined in the earlier segment of this video. However, we're seeing the Constitutional Reform Committee allege that they are supposed to be meeting on Monday coming, my people, to share to the public what's in that constitutional reform first phase, as they said. And we should have known from before, but let's wait on them Monday to hear what they're saying. We see that it's going to be a tedious task, and so we cannot let any of these politicians play up with this constitution. We cannot. And so that's why I am stressing that public education is needed. That is of great importance right now. A whole heap of people still don't even know what this whole constitutional reform is about. And some don't even know of this current constitution that the country is governed by. And so we know that constitution for each country is very important. But talk up until more you think, my people. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Run go over to my other platform, Instagram and Facebook, and follow me over there at Anisabel Rose. Check out the YouTube store, make a purchase, it goes in support of the channel. Check out the YouTube membership, you get a lot of benefits by becoming a member. Member shout out goes to Angela and Ivan Wallace, big up on yourself. Thanks for the continued support on the ABR movement. Shout out goes to Jemiah Knight, big up yourself Jemiah, as well as Journey With Me, big up yourself. Thanks for the continued support from each and every subscriber. New viewers, come on board, journey with me, join the family, subscribe to the channel, like up the videos, share out the videos, support the ABR movement by playing your part. On the road to 20k, help me to get there, my people, by sharing out and liking up the videos. Stay tuned for more videos, stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.